Happening today, 36 primary races for seats in the General Assembly across Virginia. In our region, Republicans are trying to replace Delegate Scott Garrett, who decided not to seek re-election in the 23rd district that includes Lynchburg and parts of Amherst and Bedford counties. The candidates are Wendell Walker, Turner Perrow, and Ron Berman. They have near identical stances on the major issues, but come from different places. Walker is the Lynchburg Republican Committee chair. The longtime political activist has spent decades helping other people get elected.
That's what a lot of folks are saying, Mr. Walker. We trust you, we know you because you understand the process.
Perrow spent more than a decade on Lynchburg City Council. He says he has the support of many business leaders.
I'm an unapologetic capitalist and a pragmatic conservative. I work hard for my constituents. I'm easy to get in touch with, and I look for the solutions.
Berman is a conservative activist who's trying to position himself as the grassroots candidate, fighting against the establishment.
So we have a lot of folks in Richmond that are willing to negotiate, willing to trade on issue after issue. They're in the thrall of the donor class, and I will not be.
Voter turnout is expected to be low, so just a few votes could make the difference. The winner will face Democrat David Zillis.